I mean, I'm sure girls can probably relate to this, but you're putting an outfit on and you just don't like how you feel, throw it off, throw off the shirt, whatever. Try something else on, don't feel good, take it off. And then you end up with like a pile of clothes, like next to your bed. And for me, it was just like that moment where it's like, okay, let's have a moment of honesty. Like you've been telling yourself, you've been telling your parents that you're fine, you're okay. You don't need to start like on your journey or whatever. You don't need to make any changes. You're fine. But I really had to have an honest moment with myself that morning and be like, okay, how much longer are you going to keep telling yourself you're okay when you're really not?
Welcome to the Beverage Club Podcast, a show where we spin the wheel of 1,000 drinks and have conversations with dope people doing dope things. I'm your host, Patrick Hayes, and today we are at Hidden City Nutrition, and our guest is always on the move, whether it's fitness, traveling, or even running like nobody cares. Please welcome our guest, Kim Nava.
Yay, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Usually I say we spin the wheel of 1,000 drinks like later on in the podcast,
Okay.
but ours is like time sensitive
Okay.
because we have ice cream.
Oh, true.
Right? We have ice cream and milk and a whole bunch of other things. So just let everyone know that we spun the wheel of 1,000 drinks, and today we got milkshakes. So we're gonna blend up our own milkshakes. We got almond breeze,
Nice.
French vanilla ice cream,
Love it.
signature brand from
Mm-hmm.
Albertsons, the homie. We got our cups, and
Not,
then
not sponsored.
not sponsored, and then everything on the side.
Beautiful.
And I don't know what you wanted, so I just pretty much got everything.
We got options. Nice.
Got options, and then we also got
Oh,
Chips
nice.
Ahoy. So if you want to go that route, we can go
Right.
that route.
Okay.
And we also got
We could take it there.
Oreos.
Okay, that's my jam right there.
Oreos.
Double stuff.
Double. That's the one.
There you go.
Yeah. So double stuff, and then we top it off
With
with some whipped cream.
Must.
Yeah, I asked ChatGPT earlier what
That's my
constitutes.
homie right there.
Yeah, what constitutes as a milkshake, right? Because
Right.
at first I was getting bananas,
Okay.
strawberries, blueberries, right?
Right.
And I was like, got the stuff in the cart, and I was like, wait a second, is this a milkshake or
Yeah.
is this a smoothie?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, there's a difference.
So I was like, what is
Mhm.
the difference? So I asked my homie Chat, and I was like, yo, Chat, what constitutes as a milkshake? And
Mhm.
Chat said it needs milk, ice cream,
Ice cream.
and toppings,
Right.
or the
Right.
flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna get into that and blend it up.
Nice.
Yeah. So honestly, whatever way your drink is, that's gonna constitute what we're drinking for today.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. So it's like my concoction. here.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Speaking of concoctions, thank you for this.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I got mine here too.
Jeez.
Cheers.
I didn't expect that. What'd you call this again?
Pica sandia.
Pica sandia.
Yes.
And explain like what this tastes like. I already know what it tastes like because I took a sip.
Oh, did you already?
I took
okay.
a sip, and
Got
I
it.
was like, oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it tastes like, for all my Mexican friends who are familiar with Mexican candy, there's a popular lollipop, a watermelon lollipop. It's covered in chile, and growing up, it was one of my favorite candies, and that's basically what mimics that exact same flavor. So if you're familiar with that candy, then that's exactly what it is.
And it's exactly what it is.
Yes, but
You-
what I love about it,
Mhm.
is that it tastes amazing, but the ingredients that are in it, I mean, it's hydration, energy, it has some aloe for digestion and
Mm.
stuff. So it's supposed to be like a healthier alternative to like your typical energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna feel good with it too.
Yeah. No, it tastes great. So yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome.
I didn't know that. I did not know what you added in this. You said,
You're
but
like,
you
it
said
just
aloe.
tastes good. Yeah,
It
yeah,
tastes
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You said you added aloe. What else?
Yeah, it has
what else?
aloe. It has energy in there, so B vitamins,
Mhm.
little caffeine blend.
Mm,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Yeah. This is my drink on the side, but
Same.
however you want this concoction, we're gonna make it.
So the Oreos for sure.
Oreos for sure. All right.
Oreos for sure.
Chips Ahoy. Gotta go.
I mean, we could put some in there too, but Oreos is my jam.
No, I'm about it.
For sure, obviously ice cream, milk. I don't know. I don't know which syrup I want to do. I feel like chocolate would make sense with the Oreos.
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to add that either.
No, we have to.
Okay. Cool. All right.
It's got to have some type of syrup. I'm in between the strawberry and the chocolate, but I'll let you choose that one.
All right. Well, I also do this. Hey Siri, heads or tails? Heads, tails.
Okay.
Tails, chocolate.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude, just imagine we had a strawberry with a Oreo.
I know. I was leaning towards the chocolate, but I'm like, I am a strawberry girl too. So.
Cool.
But I think this is perfect.
Yeah.
Nice whipped cream mando.
I'm about
for
it.
Sure.
Cool. So let's
Awesome.
get this cracking. And I got.
Do we have a blender? Are we gonna?
Oh, do we have a blender? Do we have a blender? Of course we have a blender.
Oh, oh, nice.
Yeah, we
There
got the.
go.
Let me pull it out here.
Oh, and not just any blender, huh?
Yeah, we got
Should I
the
take this
Vitamix
one out too?
5000.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sweet. Thank you for that.
There we go.
Yep, Vitamix 5000. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that.
Oh,
it's not that
legit Vitamix. No, that's a good one.
Oh yeah, we got sold on it from the dude from Costco. So
Oh, yeah.
got it.
They'll get you.
Yeah, we had it. We had to get it instantly. So.
But to be fair, it's a great blender.
Oh no, it is 100%. Do you So I mean, we don't have ice, right? But
we should have some ice. If you want, we could.
oh no, we don't necessarily need ice. No, I'm just saying. When we bought this blender, the guy was giving
okay.
us
Like a
tips.
demonstration.
Yeah,
and
he was
tips.
giving us
Okay.
tips. He's like, whenever you build your smoothie or shake or anything,
Yeah.
you never put ice in the bottom.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, fun facts.
Yeah. Probably not to mess with the blades and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I didn't know that.
Longevity of it.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I didn't know that. Okay, so
Awesome.
we're drinking your
Yeah.
concoction.
Let's do it.
Okay, so yeah, on you.
Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure about the measurements, to be honest.
Dude, neither do I.
We're just gonna figure it out together.
100%.
Okay. I'm assuming it's more milk than ice cream, right? I guess. I don't know.
No, no idea. Yeah, we're just gonna do it.
Okay. Let's hit it to the. You tell me when to stop. Yeah. Good.
I think so.
Okay.
Okay, ice cream.
Do we need a spoon for that or something? Do you? Okay.
Time sensitive, you know what I mean? And got a spoon.
Prepared.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
I'll hold that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's do. What are you thinking? Like. I'm trying to go more.
Yeah, keep going.
Might as well do 4, right?
Sure. I'm it. I'm
Keep
about it.
even.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Should we keep it the same 4? Should we go more?
I mean, I would probably go more.
Yeah?
I'm gonna add something.
Yeah, you go ahead. There you go.
There we go. Oh wait. 4.
There it is.
Ooh, chocolate.
Right? Or is this
Yeah,
just
yeah.
for the cup?
No. Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Oh yeah, you gotta drizzle some on the cup, make it look nice. Let's do a little.
All right, so I'm gonna say we put the headphones down. It might be,
Oh, okay.
it might be all up in our ears.
Nice. Gonna do a little drizzle.
Nice. And now, pour.
There we go.
Nice, perfect.
Oh, that's perfect. Nice. Oh, the whip.
That's right.
Nice. That looks good. Nice.
All right. And gotta top it off.
Oh, I like that.
Got the garnish.
There it is. Oh, that looks good. You can't tell me that does not look good.
Dude.
Wow.
Show everyone real quick.
Yeah, we did our big one with this one. Wow, nice.
All right. So, phew. I think by the end of the podcast we're gonna have melted ice cream, but it's
Just a little
okay.
bit. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. I got all whipped.
Yeah.
Did you get to the milkshake part?
Mm.
Good. Chocolatey. Oreo-y. Nice. That's good.
100%.
I think we did a good job.
Yeah. 100%.
There you go.
Yeah. Cheers to the wheel for choosing milkshake. How did you feel when we got milkshake? What did you think?
You know what? It's so funny because again, I do milkshakes and protein shake. Well, protein shakes is something I have on a daily basis. So I thought it was kind of funny how it was like milkshake. I'm like, this is kind of like in my world, not necessarily the ice cream and cookies part of it all, but no, I like it. I haven't had a milkshake in a long time.
Same.
Actually, so yeah.
Same, 100%.
Good.
I was really surprised that chat was like, no, don't get the fruit, bro.
Yeah, I know. We're not doing that.
I was gonna do like bananas and strawberry.
Yeah, but it's right. Like
Yeah.
I think it does make a difference. Smoothie versus milkshake. Yeah. When I think of milkshake, I do think ice cream, milk. I don't really think. Maybe add a banana in there, but depending.
Yeah.
Depending
So
on the flavor.
you were saying daily you drink protein shakes.
Daily.
So
yeah.
what's your day-to-day look like?
In terms of eating, in terms of
like your day-to-day, like because on Instagram, ever since we met, you've been moving, like the stories that you have are like you're constantly doing something, right?
Yeah.
And recently you had a vacation at Mexico.
Yes.
And it's like constant. You be doing something and then be something else, but then everything's kind of related.
Right.
So I was really impressed. I'm really impressed with like what I've been seeing on Instagram and how you kind of move around. I actually got inspired by you when you post your stories. You add the little comments at the bottom.
Yes.
I never knew that was a thing, right? So I was like, oh, snap. Let me start doing this. So I actually started doing that because of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. I started doing it because of someone else, so that's the cool thing about
there we go.
Social media.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that either, but I think it's a fun way to just add more context and stuff to everything that we're posting. But yeah, I mean, Instagram for me has always been social media in general, but I'm more on Instagram, and my stories is I think like my daily diary, like my virtual diary, I think. But my day to day, I love routines. I would say my days consist of a lot of structure, but a lot of flexibility too. Coaching wise, that's something that's part of my day to day. So I'm a transformation coach, wellness coach. So every single day I'm working with clients, I'm checking in with clients, whether it's here at Hidden City doing weigh-ins and just connecting with my customers who are either working with me one-on-one, like trying to reach a health and fitness goal, or if they're here at the workouts that we host. That's always part of my day-to-day. There's always some type of movement, workout, exercise, like that's a mandatory, part of my lifestyle. And yeah, I think going back to the content, that's also part of my day-to-day. Posting online, I think it's posting for me is definitely a huge part of what I do business wise, but it's also great for me to like hold myself accountable. I feel like when I post, my day on social media starts the moment I have like my first tea of the day, or I'm doing like my gratitude journal or my devotional journal, and then everything else is just everything else I did throughout the day, so a great way to hold myself accountable. But again, everything all ties to my business and what I do. So a part of me showing up, because I know people are watching, and I know my goal is always to hopefully inspire or motivate someone to just want to work on themselves also and be the best versions of themselves, because that's essentially my goal every day. So that's my day-to-day goal is always like, how can I be as corny or cliche as it might sound, like 1% better,
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
1%, 100%.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah. How long have you been a fitness coach?
I've been coaching for like 10 years already.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. It feels like it's only been a short amount of time because it's gone by so quickly. But yeah, roughly 10 years.
And how do you intertwine juggling being a fitness coach
Mhm.
and posting on social media as frequently as you do, as well as all the other content creation that you've done for other brands and
Yeah.
other businesses?
Man, I mean, I think that for me, posting on social media has always been kind of, it's something I love to do. So it just come organically, I would say. I do get the question all the time, especially on the stories, because that's where like I feel like I post the most. Like anytime you click on my stories, it's like all the little ants, like the dots on top. It's so many.
Oh yeah.
I, I was like, I don't know if that reference makes sense, but like the dots on the story, you're always gonna see that full. But again, I think I've done it so long that it just comes naturally to me, and I just love the community that I've also built around social media, that I think it all intertwines. I think it all kind of is connected, right? Like, so my coaching and what I do as a coach, again, I think that when I show up on social media and I'm posting my day-to-day life and I'm posting my workouts or I'm posting what I eat or what I cook that day, or even I love going on my stories and even just sharing about something that I learned, whether it's mindset, motivation, or a lesson that I learned. Again, all of that still ties into my coaching business, because I know that the people that are watching me or the people that are following me, yeah, some follow me because they're just, inspired and see me as maybe another content creator, and, they like to consume my content. But there's also people who are watching who are, eventually going to reach out to me, or I might reach out to them because they're also looking to like work on their health and fitness goals. Yeah, I think it all ties in together. And then also because I'm posting about health, fitness, wellness, nutrition, you know, that content, I never know who's going to see it. And sometimes other brands see it and they reach out and they're like, hey, I love how you promote your own business. Can you help me promote mine?
Yeah.
I've gotten the opportunity to work with, brands in the food space, the wellness space and stuff. And last year was actually the first year that I was like super intentional about it, because again, I do feel like I'm already busy, so I wasn't actively searching for like other brand opportunities or things like that. The only brand I was actually working with is a fitness clothing brand that I'm currently wearing, that I wear all the time. But I've been actively working with them for like the past 4 or 5 years, and that was the only brand I was working with outside of what I already do. But last year, I decided, like, okay, you know what? Like, there's an opportunity here. After another, actually, a non alcoholic wine brand reached out to me at the beginning of last year and was like, hey, we'd love for you to, promote our wine, like, for what is it? Dry January.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, this is actually super aligned with what I post. Like, it's still, in the wellness space. And again, I wasn't looking for it, but because the opportunity came up, I was like, wait, like I could do more stuff like this. So I really enjoyed it. And so then last year I started actively reaching out to other brands and just, kind of putting myself out there, and things, have all lined up perfectly and there've been more opportunities. But again, I think because everything's connected to wellness, fitness, it's all still in alignment with what I do. It doesn't feel like I do it doesn't feel like I do too much, right? I know it's a lot, like if I really were to put it all out on the table, sometimes I struggle with the question of like, oh, what do you do? Because I feel like I um, do a multiple or like, a lot of different things. But I think because it's all in alignment and it's all still, geared towards what I love and I'm passionate about, it doesn't feel like I'm going out of my way to do more stuff. It just feels like, oh, this is just part of the plan. It's in alignment with who I am and what I do. So
Yeah.
hope that answers
No, it did.
the
It did.
question.
Yeah. Especially with.
Stop me if you
No,
ever
you're
need-
good. You're good. No, when you said alignment,
Yeah.
I was thinking about the El Pollo Loco video
Oh,
that you
yes.
made.
Yeah.
When I first saw it,
Yeah.
I saw was it like the bag or the towel, right?
Yeah.
The towel, right? I just
towel.
saw it on the side, and I was like, is this El Pollo Loco? I
Yeah.
was like, dude, that's actually the way that you framed everything was I would say like perfect.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
I saw that the El Pollo Loco colors and I was like, that's
Yeah.
El Pollo Loco.
Oh, I
And
love
then
that.
you framed like how you spoke about your day
Right.
and then about El Pollo Loco. I was like, bro,
Mhm.
that's crazy. I was like, that she did that. You
Oh,
know?
thank you. I appreciate it.
So yeah, sometimes when I see that type of stuff, I see it from a lot of brands, a lot of people pushing different brands, or
Right.
even people that talk about their meal prep or
Mm.
like get ready with me or stuff like that,
Mhm.
right? People are
Mhm.
just talking
Yeah.
and they're talking with intention, I would say. I struggle with that,
Mm.
right? I don't know what to say sometimes. And I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, I want to do something really cool,
Yeah.
but my brain isn't like processing,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, my big word last year, and I'm carrying it onto 2026, is going back to the word alignment. You know, I just think that's definitely been something that I've struggled with in the past too. It's just like, okay, but how do I tie this together? Like, how can I package this so that it can, I feel like oftentimes, like, in my heart and my soul, I know what I want to say, but it's just hard to, like, um, you know, again, package it or put it into a story or in a video or whatever. But yeah, my big word last year was just like, okay, like, you know what's all in alignment with who I am and the message that I want to put out there and my audience. I think that's one thing that I think about a lot. But kind of just to bring it back to like how this all started and how I like got into the fitness space and everything. um I think that what helps me kind of figure out what to say or how to package things is just talking to the past version of myself, and thinking like, what did she need to hear? Or like how could I speak to her? And I feel like that kind of helps me because when it comes to this whole fitness stuff, like what everything that I post about. I mean, I was a huge stranger to fitness when I first got started, so I was someone who was, I mean, dealt with a bunch of insecurities that like had low confidence, low self-esteem. Like I was the friend who like, yes, invite me to go eat, invite me to like go try a new restaurant, let's go out, let's do this, but like don't take me on a hike. you know, don't invite me to do any type of physical activity because I didn't grow up that way. I had horrible eating habits. So when I got introduced to fitness, or rather I decided to get started on my own fitness journey, um, because of just, I guess, desperation. I got to a point where I was so sick and tired of just feeling sick and tired and like not feeling comfortable in my own skin, that I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get started on my fitness journey. Everyone has their story, their origin story, right? But that's kind of where it started for me. So I mean, I was a huge, like beginner, like not really, didn't know a lot of things. So again, kind of tying that back to my content, I'm like, okay, how can I speak to that person who like is starting from scratch, who like doesn't know where to start, who like is looking for answers? And that kind of helps me figure out what to say, because I'm like, the past version of myself needed to hear that, or needed to hear it in this way. So I'm just speaking to her. And then it also helps me with my community, because then I get to attract my tribe and people who are also, I get to speak to them.
Yeah.
So
So you were saying your past self,
yeah.
right? You were saying, yeah, let's hang out, but don't invite me to a hike, right?
Yeah.
What was the turning point for you to,
Ooh,
you know,
to
you
just
like,
get
I
started.
have to start working out. I
Yeah.
have to start hitting the gym. I have to start going on these hikes,
Yeah.
like what was, I have to start running.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story too. But yeah, so there's this quote that I love, and I say it all the time. It says that you make decisions for one of two reasons: inspiration or desperation. So that's why I said earlier, like for me, I hit I think a desperate point where, again, I didn't grow up with the best eating habits. Was never an active child. I was not put into sports or anything like that at an early age. So, um, yeah, I think that the bad habits eventually ended up catching up to me,
Oh, okay.
And so, when I got started on my fitness journey, I was overweight. So that was my main struggle. And it really, for a while, I mean, just to give you like a little bit more backstory, I do this business and coaching and everything along with my family. So you might have seen them around, my parents, my brother, we all do this together. So I had already seen my parents together lose well over 100 pounds. My dad's lost 100 pounds. My mom's lost about 40 pounds. And they did that years ago, right?
Yeah.
So the inspiration aspect, like that was in my house already. I
Got
had
it.
seen that. But it wasn't enough for me to make a change. And so my parents, for a really long time, tried to inspire me to get started on my own journey. But I mean, I don't know. I think it was just maybe just wasn't my moment. You know,
It's always that way. You know, they
yeah.
try to tell you, like, hey, focus on your
Yeah.
finances, save some
Oh,
money,
yeah.
don't do
No.
this, go do that. And you're like, ah,
I'm going to do the opposite.
exactly.
You
And then
know?
you're like, well, why didn't I just listen?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. And so I always knew they meant well, but I think that again it just wasn't my season. And I feel like you can't force anyone to do anything that they're not ready for. And so I wasn't ready. I remember the arguments that I would get with my mom. Like she'd be like, Kim, like, I'd love to help you, like let's do this together. And I would tell her like the more you tell me the longer it's gonna take me.
That's what it is.
You know?
What is the problem?
I don't
run
know.
into that all the time for myself when I was
Yeah,
younger. Like,
right.
dude, what the heck, you know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And now I tell my mom like I'm sorry, I should have listened, But yeah, I mean, I was a no for a really long time. It took me a while to like finally make the decision, but I clear as day I remember one specific morning I woke up to get ready for school. And it was just one of those mornings where I mean, I'm sure girls can probably relate to this, but you're putting an outfit on and you just don't like how you feel, throw it off, throw off the shirt, whatever. Try something else on, don't feel good, take it off. And then you end up with like a pile of clothes, like next to your bed. And for me, it was just like that moment where it's like, okay, let's have a moment of honesty. Like you've been telling your parents that you're fine, you're okay, you don't need to start like on your journey or whatever. You don't need to make any changes. You're fine. But I really had to have an honest moment with myself that morning and be like, okay, how much longer are you going to keep telling yourself you're okay when you're really not? Because it wasn't even about like the weight that I was carrying. It was about again, like I had no energy. Like I'm young. Like I should, this should be the best, years of my life.
Yeah.
No energy. Again, the confidence aspect, the low self-esteem, again, the horrible eating habits. Again, it just wasn't serving me. And I think that day, that morning, I was just like, okay, like it's time to make a change. And I don't know what, like, I think it was just, again, hitting that point of desperation that, like, as soon as I made that decision that morning, like, I never looked back. Like,
Right.
it was just like, okay, flip the switch. I remember I got started. I didn't even tell my parents. Like, I was like, I'm just going to lock in and, do it. Started changing my eating habits. I didn't start working out at the beginning. I actually started just with eating cleaner. Yeah, I incorporated supplements and stuff like the ones that I shared with you today. So I started, just making some changes, just honestly simple things. Like I didn't go from like 0 to 100 in the sense that like I cut everything out. Like honestly, my biggest like guilty pleasure was chips and soda. So I was like, as long as I can cut that out, drink some more water, like make some changes there, then like we'll start baby steps. Long story short, in about 2 months, I ended up dropping 20 pounds. And that was just pure nutrition based, results. And that gave me the confidence to pick up a pair of weights and then, just start working on like my fitness journey in terms of like, okay, like let's do more. Let's go to the gym. Let's get active. And so yeah, that's kind of how it all started. But I do think it again, I'm a huge believer. You either start for inspiration, someone inspires you, you see the post, you see a friend or whatever, and you get started, or you just have to hit that like rock bottom where you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
So that was the case for me. Yeah.
No, that's awesome that rock bottom for you was so young,
Oh,
like
for sure.
some people rock bottom is like 60,
Yeah.
70, 80 and then they
Right.
decide to make the change,
Right.
I said 60, 70, 80, but like, hey, that's the thing. Like,
No, for
at,
sure.
at any age,
Yeah.
but like the longer you take,
Right.
the more I guess work it takes,
For sure. Yeah.
for me, I don't eat healthy as I should. So my mindset was, and is still, is when I go to the gym, I just plan to progress higher or more and faster than the previous time. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit it, right? And I think that's the biggest thing when it comes to like people like coming into like the fitness journey, and they say I have to eat healthy, I gotta go do this, I gotta go do that, but just choose one route, you know.
For sure.
So for me, mine is just go to the gym, work out, hit more reps, hit more time or faster time, and heavier weight, whatever.
Right, get stronger.
And and I was like, one day maybe I might make the switch.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool. Like how old were you when you would say you hit rock bottom?
Oh, super young. Yeah, I think I was like 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not even, so it definitely was a early age. But again, I think that it was like all middle school and like, majority of high school that I didn't feel good. And those are I think that's like a crucial age too, where like, you're like starting to really like get to know who you are. And like, again, like I think, when you're insecure during like those early stages, like it really hits you, So yeah, for me, it was just like, okay, so I got to make a change, but I'm glad it did happen early on.
Yeah,
you know?
No, 100%.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I think about things like for the future for my daughter, right? Because there's things that I think about where we have the conversations, hey, do this because you're going to benefit this way. And I'm like prepping for like the time when she's, I got it, or whatever. Especially when it comes to like middle school, high school, right, time frame, because I might get my wife on this podcast one day. But, she said that high school wasn't great for her. And, you don't really get to see it because people at high school, they kind of hide what is really happening, right? Because that's how it is. I haven't been in high school for like over 20 years now, so it's like, so it's interesting how you don't really know what's going on, because no one's really sharing. I don't know how these kids are doing it these days.
I don't know. Times are different.
Yeah, times are different. Like
super different.
Because we don't deal with. I mean, back then we didn't have mental health issues. Right?
It wasn't talked about.
It wasn't talked about. Like, hey, how's no check-ins, no nothing. Now they are all about mental health, and also checking in. Yeah. And I kind of wonder like, how is it these days?
Yeah, hopefully better.
I mean, yeah, you never know, because like, I fear that in the future, my daughter, she just doesn't know anything right now, like in terms of like the world, right? She knows that she is loved and she's always happy because she's just learning things. She's about to be 20 months old now.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. So, so the world is just like, this is how I frame everything. Her world is super saturated, right? She sees the colors, she feels the breeze, she, like her life is happy-go-lucky in a way, like I feel like through time, as more experience comes through, that saturation, that oversaturatedness dims down, right? So, what would you say to the girls out there that, might be going through those roller coaster of emotions and stuff like that?
Oh wow, that's a deep question. Yeah, I mean, I think that that resonates with me a lot. It's funny because I think whenever I retell, my story and how it all got started and the insecurities and the things that I dealt with, my mom's always like, I didn't know that you went through all that. I didn't know you felt that way. I didn't know, like, obviously she was trying to help me with the weight aspect, but she didn't know like the root of it all, or like where, how it was really affecting me. So I would say, to other girls who are going through a similar experience, it can feel very lonely. You could feel like, oh, I'm the only one that's going through this. No one I think especially at that age, you feel like no one understands. But I think that, that's number one, is knowing you're not alone. I think that community is everything too. And the people that you surround yourself with, I think, is also very important. Just finding people that you can lean on, communities, whether, I think like just submerging yourself into things that force you to be a better version of yourself in one way, shape, or form, as scary as it is. I think that that's also crucial. I think that's super important. I think that for me, when I was going through all of that, like I said, I isolated. I was just going through things on my own. But when I decided to start on my fitness journey, again, it was like out of desperation. I was like, I have to do something. Yes, I started alone, but it opened up the doors to the fitness community and to, other like-minded people, where I was like, wow, like, there are other people who started how I started, and like, we can get through this together. And like, it was very inspiring. So I think the people you have around you too is like really important. And I think just being patient with yourself is huge. Being patient with yourself, and you're not going to have all the answers. You're not going to figure it all out. I think sometimes it's also that pressure of like, oh, just having it all figured out and being perfect. And I think a big reason why I know that a huge reason as to why I took so long to get started on my journey was because I didn't necessarily trust myself. I think that I had tried starting on my fitness journey or doing other things, and I was like, man, like, I'm just the type of person that starts things and never finishes them. And I don't want to like disappoint myself again. And so that was like a huge reason as to why I didn't want to get started on my fitness journey. And so a big message that I have for like a lot of people, especially women who like are struggling with the same things that I used to struggle with, is like, just release that expectation of being perfect. Like, you got to learn how to trust yourself again. And I think that when you have this expectation of being perfect and doing everything right, you're going to disappoint yourself, because life is life, and you're going to have moments where, I don't know, you might not feel motivated, you might feel discouraged. Obviously, there's all those aspects emotionally, but also there's sometimes things that are out of your power, like circumstances. You might get sick one day, or you might, who knows? There's other outside things that happen, and it's like, those days are gonna come. But if you have that expectation to be perfect, and then you have a bad day, or you stumble upon something, and then then you start punishing yourself, and you're saying, oh, there I go again, not finishing there I go again, or there I go not, executing on what I said I was going to do. Then you're just going to go through like this emotional roller coaster, and you're going to start losing trust with yourself, because you're like starting something and not finishing it. And that was like kind of like the cycle that I was in. And so I think allowing myself to be imperfect, allowing myself to fail forward, to like, okay, I messed up here, but no problem, I'm going to keep going. And building confidence through that, I think has helped me a ton. So I think those would be like the three things that I would tell someone, younger girls that are going through something similar. Like, it's a journey. Like, be patient with yourself, but as long as every day, like, you're working towards being a better version of yourself, that's I think one of the most rewarding journeys. So much comes from that. Like, I think so much can come from that, I think, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all the ways.
So yeah, not earlier, but you were saying when you started your fitness journey, you were doing it solo.
Yeah.
Told nobody.
Yeah.
How did you? I don't know if did you go to a gym, or?
So not at first.
Okay.
I started by just buying a pair of 8-pound dumbbells at Walmart and going on Pinterest, going on YouTube. There wasn't TikTok back then, if not, I would have been searching my workouts on TikTok maybe. But just searching at home workouts, and just, I got a resistant band and just would work out in my living room. Like, that was my introduction to fitness.
Gotcha.
And I did that maybe a couple months, like 3 months, until I felt like I was confident enough to step foot in the gym. Because like I said, when I started, I didn't even tell my parents. Like, I was like, I'm just going to,
Yeah, you said like you got the 8-pound dumbbell and some resistance bands. It made me think like you're in your room and then they knock on your door. You hide it in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm not telling nobody. I don't want them, But again, I think it's also like at that age, like I said, you do the opposite of everything,
100%.
Your parents,
So
tell you
wild.
to do. Instead of like leaning on them for support, I'm like embarrassed. Like, I don't want to,
I'm gonna tell my kid to be broke now.
Right? So they do the opposite.
Exactly.
No, see, I think that's the secret right there. Is just
Yeah.
because that's what I was doing at the time, the complete opposite. But yeah. So again, once I kind of like build up that courage, I would go to my parents, like the workouts that they would host and stuff. And I met someone there who was like actively going to the gym. Great friend of ours, and I remember he invited my dad and myself to 24-hour fitness, just like a local gym here nearby. And bless him, like he helped me, he had taught me how to squat, like, okay, here's how we move around the gym. Went with him for a couple months, and my dad, and like it was like a little group of us that would go to the gym every night. And once I felt confident enough with them, I was like, okay, like I could, keep doing this. And yeah, so it was just kind of just again, me starting on my own, but then feeling confident enough to be like, okay, now I could go to the group community, workouts and do all of that. And okay, now I could go to the gym. And so again, going back to what we were talking about earlier, I think that oftentimes everyone wants to do everything all at once, and oh, now I have to, like I have to have the fitness and the nutrition and like do everything perfect. But for me, my journey has always been just like building, like stacking habits and then increments, So yeah, that's how
Just
I
hitting
kind
the
of.
next level
Yeah,
each
yeah,
time.
yeah, and then just falling in love with the journey,
Yeah.
like, and falling in love with every stage. Even I feel like even that stage where I was very independent and doing things on my own, like I felt like it was necessary to help me get to the next stage,
Yeah.
and like, okay, now I feel comfortable enough, like, working out with a group, which was so intimidating to me, but I felt like working out with a group then gave me the courage to like step foot in the gym by myself, So again, like it's part of the journey, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Besides fitness, is there anything else that you like to do?
That I'm passionate about. um, like in terms of hobbies, or
Yeah. So like when you're not training and you're not um, coaching and doing fitness or running,
right,
with nobody cares. No, just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. Honestly, shout out to
Yeah.
Nobody Cares too, because
100%.
yeah, that was also a huge, like I said, it was very intimidating for me to like go run with a group. Running in general, hated it my whole life.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really run. I'm not a runner at all. But I started joining that club because of my barber, Alan.
Okay.
He's friends with Precky's
Got
birthday.
it.
And I was like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's
and
go.
And then I just went, and they're cool. I'm like,
so cool. And I love the Nobody Cares.
Yeah, me too. Embrace your pace.
Yeah. I was
let's
like,
do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, so besides the fitness and everything, I'm a foodie.
Okay.
Like that's I would say, like, my goal in life has always been to travel the world and eat. Like that's why my last vacation,
Yeah, I saw that.
enjoyed it.
That was nice.
I was like, I had it bookmarked on my Google Maps all these places that I was
okay.
gonna go eat and try. Like that's my thing. Like I love going to new places and trying out different restaurants or little shops and stuff. But I love to cook. So, and again, I think it could all still tie into like the whole wellness and fitness world, of course. But yeah, no, I love that. Food is like my love language.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, besides food, you also post a drink every day. And I'm just like, dude, okay. Literally every day I see a post. I was like, oh snap, she got a new drink. What the heck?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, I'm always drinking something. Always. Again, if it's not my protein shake, it's a tea, it's a matcha. Love a matcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could sum up everything that you do into a beverage,
oh wow,
what would that beverage be?
wow, that's a great question. I don't know why I like the first thing that came to mind was like a green smoothie. I don't I don't know. I think because of like the wellness and stuff. Yeah, if I could put everything, yeah, I guess it would have to be like in the wellness space, so
Okay.
like a green juice or something.
Okay.
Um
What's
yeah.
in it?
What's in it?
Mhm.
Definitely. I love me a pineapple and a green juice. I love me some ginger, so very nutrition,
There you go.
health focused. I'm huge on gut health, so like anything that would, but still like it has to still be, it's a green juice, but it still has to be like vibrant and taste good,
Got it.
you know? I'm all about flavor too.
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of flavor, jeez, this
Yeah.
pico de sandia.
Pica sandia.
Pica sandia.
There you go.
It's fire.
Hmm.
It's not even the beverage of today, but thank you for making that.
No, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta.
I always bring drinks, but no one brings me drinks.
Really? Am I the first one
You
to
were
bring
the
you
first
a
one
drink?
to bring me a drink.
Wow.
That's
You know
funny.
what? Hopefully not the last person. Hey, y'all gotta start bringing him drinks. I'm
No, yeah,
glad you
no, I
enjoyed
appreciate
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
delicious. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this up. Pico sandia.
Close. Better than the last time. Pica.
Pica.
Yeah.
Pica sandia.
There you go. Third time was a charm.
I need this in my life, like daily.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you said, it was the Mexican candy that's like the watermelon Mexican candy with
Uh-huh.
the tahini on it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, all right, we'll see.
yeah.
Liquid.
I'm telling you.
Liquid.
I know. I was like, I gotta see if he's familiar with it so that he can make the connection, because it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad he liked it.
How'd you come up with that?
Again, I think it's just I love being in the kitchen. I love recipes. A big thing that we do here at Hidden City is
Mhm.
we offer workouts. We do a bunch of stuff like that, but we also have a bar where we have protein smoothies,
Which is
and
funny
all of that.
when you post your stories. I just see the
Mhm.
workouts. I
Yeah.
never seen back there.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, Hidden City Nutrition.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
guess
where's the
I guess
nutrition part?
the nutrition is working out your body.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's the nutrition part.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But then I walked in here. I was like, oh, there's an actual bar.
yeah, yeah.
Where you can get your drinks.
Yes.
Which I was like, I probably didn't need to bring the blender.
Right. That's why I was gonna offer him. Like, we have a bunch of blenders in the back, but yeah, it's funny. So I used to post about it a lot more because I used to work behind the bar also. So I used to operate behind the bar. I actually, a lot of the recipes that are on the menu, like I will take credit for, because I love going in the kitchen and just trying out putting different supplements together, because
Mhm.
it's all with the supplements. So just trying out different recipes and stuff, and again, I love the Mexican candy,
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, I just try to find things that I already love
Yeah.
from wherever, and just say, okay, how can I make this into a healthier alternative? And
Mhm.
I'll try to like mix some things in the back. But yeah, so I used to work behind the bar, so I used to
Okay.
make up my little concoctions and stuff all the time.
So is that on the menu?
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, it's on the menu.
All right, come to Hidden City Nutrition. Get the pica sandia.
Yes.
Said it right.
There you go. You did say it right.
Get the pica sandia,
Yes.
because you're not gonna want to miss out on that. Because
Yeah.
jeez,
Honestly, it is really good.
Yeah.
And you feel great too. I think a lot of the stuff that we have on the menu, it's just
Mhm.
again, they taste amazing, but then when like, oh, this is like a guilt-free option. Not that you should ever feel guilty about treating yourself and having, a nice drink or whatever, but
Mhm.
when it's aligned with a lot of people here have like specific goals that they're working towards, so they're like, hey, I could have this. Besides drinks, we do a bunch of different things, like protein waffles and things like that. So
Oh, there's food too.
yeah.
Oh. I just walk in here, you know.
Yeah. So what we do, so kind of like the way that we operate, is we have the workouts available.
Okay.
You pay for the workout, but the workout includes a drink.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why we have the bar in the back. So either
Incentive.
to hydrate you during your workout, or you get a protein shake to have afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get the drink if you come work out.
Yeah, essentially.
Get
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
Come- You gotta come to Hidden City Nutrition. Get your workout in. Get your drink.
And get your drink.
Jeez.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's legit. What would you say is like your next big goal that you're trying to achieve?
My next big goal. Wow.
Like you said, 2025 was alignment,
Yeah.
right? So what's 2026 for you?
Yeah, I think for sure 2025 was me just 2025 was like a lot of healing, a lot of self-discovery, a lot of like making sure that everything that I do work-wise or personal-wise was just in alignment with, okay, who am I? Who am I at my core? Like, what do I want? Like, when someone sees me, or when I'm posting or whatever, like, I just want to be clear on who I am, what my message is. Um, so I think I did that in 2025. Now I think 2026 is like, okay, like let's work, like let's execute. Like, and now that I know, now that I'm so clear on what I want and what I want to do, again, being in alignment. Yeah, I think 2026 is just I think doing what I already do in terms of like the fitness space and coaching and like working with my team, but just like 10xing it,
So amplifying it.
amplifying it huge. Like, because I think that I'm blessed that with what I've been able to build and what I've been able to create in the community that we have. Like, but I think in 2026, I just seeing it being so much bigger, and just not being afraid of doing bigger. Because I think that that's maybe been something that's held me back in the past is like the fear of like, oh my gosh, like, can I handle all of this? Like, it's a lot. Um, but I think I can. I know I can, right? So I'm excited in 2026 to just be like, no more playing small.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going big or going home type of deal. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think um, I love community. I love workouts. I love, everything that we do. Um, and my vision, I think, for 2026 is just like really making noise and like, making this community so much bigger, connecting with more people and just, I think my brain doesn't even like I think for how big things are, like sometimes I think things are gonna come in 2026 that like I can't, maybe haven't even imagined it yet. I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah,
but I know it's gonna come. Does that
yeah.
make sense?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just keep pushing forward, like that 1%, like you said,
Yeah.
1% each day, like you might tap into something that you don't even know
Yeah.
that day. Like,
Yeah.
you literally post every single day. And it's
Yeah.
it's the way that you do it is it's really cool.
Yeah.
I would have to say it's like
Thank
really
you.
cool. You get a little personality, a little bit of what you do, a little bit
Yeah.
of what you're consuming,
Yeah.
some brand stuff, like
Yeah.
it's and then you have like the little captions underneath. It's like, dude, like when I first saw that, I was like, dude, that's like the best way to let people know that this is what we're talking about,
Yes.
like the main topic.
Right,
And I was
right,
like,
right,
that's
right.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna steal that. So
Yeah. No, steal,
Yeah,
steal
yeah.
everything. No, honestly, like I think my stories is like me literally storytelling
yeah,
all day.
Yeah.
Like this is just so yeah. Mhm.
So for sure.
Mhm.
Well, let everyone know where they can find your stories and everything that you post. Like let everyone know.
Yeah, they can find me on Instagram at kim.cakes, two S's. I think on almost any platform, it's Kim Cakes, TikTok, and Hidden City Nutrition. Gotta plug Hidden City. Hidden City Nutrition on Instagram. You guys can find me there. This space really for us is, we like to say that we bring fitness, nutrition, and community all under one roof. That's like our motto. Um, Really, when we first opened up this space, it was my intention was to offer the community a place where they felt welcomed, where it was not um, intimidating, to like get into fitness, to join a group workout. Because again, I know that that's how I felt in the beginning. I just wanted people to feel like this space is just one big warm hug. This is what it is. And whether you're someone who's super consistent and you come here every day, or you're someone who maybe disappeared for a little bit, you fell off track, you always feel like you're going to be welcomed with open arms. And whether your goal is to lose weight, gain muscle, or gain some energy, or you really are just looking for like a safe space, or, a way to implement healthier habits or incorporate this as a lifestyle, like there's a spot for you here. So, you're always going to see me plugging Hidden City on my Instagram stories. So if you're local to the Escondido area, we'd love to have you. Hope maybe you can join us for a workout someday too, like come check it out. We have a whole bunch of different workouts. Personally, me, I love dancing, so like the dance classes are my jam.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll probably see me, doing some of that on my stories, but we have workouts for girls. We have men's only workouts too, where it's just circuit training, weights, all
Okay.
that stuff. So got a lot of different things here. Hoping to collab, with Nobody Cares and do a little running thing here soon too. So shout out. But yeah, that's basically it on my part. You can find me on Kim Cakes or Hidden City Nutrition.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Well, thank you for coming on the pod.
Of course. No, thank you for having me.
Making the milkshake.
Yeah.
This is
Cheers.
This is a podcast drink, dude.
So good.
Yeah.
The whipped cream.
That's right. It's all over. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Beverage Club podcast. Remember, every day we drink something. The hecticness of this whole setup.
No, I think that was so fun.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think that was great. I was curious because when I was on my way here, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna stop by for a milkshake. I wonder, like, what.
Right.
So when I took the whole blender and everything, I was like, wow, this is perfect.